Hey guys, it's Rudy bringing you another League of Legends commentary. It's my 10th one, and this time it's going to be over the brand new champion Nocturne. He's a lot of fun to play. He's actually a really solid jungler. He starts out extremely slow, but picks up pace very quickly. His passive abilities and his incredible ability to latch onto people as a ganker makes him an amazing champion to add to the league. A melee assassin champion, the first thing that comes to mind is he better than Shaco? Is he going to be better than Shaco? Yes and no in many various ways, and we'll get into that later. This isn't going to be more of a guide, it's going to be more of a commentary on this gameplay. I might make a guide on Nocturne, I haven't quite decided at this point. He's a lot of fun to play. He's definitely got me back into the 5v5 jungling scene. He's definitely taken what used to be more of a chore position in a team. God, we don't have a jungler, can someone jungle, please jungle? Made it more fun. It's definitely something I enjoy doing now, whereas I used to just hate it. I used to lane and enjoy laning because I was out playing one individual. This is being done with the LOL recorder, and I'm really surprised that none of my viewers have actually mentioned this to me. It's actually the 17th of March right now, and none of you viewers or my subscribers have even told me about this program. I ended up just stumbling across it, clicking on related links on YouTube one night, and it is amazing. It's not perfect. I'm really sad that Riot hasn't actually given us one of these to this point yet. There are some problems with it. You can't actually see up-to-date health bars unless the target that was actually playing as the champion shows you those health bars. So if I wasn't looking at top lane and there's a fight going on top lane and I'm trying to focus on it, then you're not actually going to be able to see, what their health bars are currently. So if anybody's a fan of the Stonewall videos and his jungling videos, this is actually the superior Nocturne route that I actually copied straight from him. So thank you very much for putting that out there. That video is helpful, and as always, your videos are awesome. But you do see that I am at level 3 right now, on par with all our solo lanes, and ahead on creep score of everybody. And I don't know if this is because top and middle are not actually performing their best and getting all the creep scores possible, but I do know that this route is superior. It was very aptly named. Very good job on that. It is the superior route, so try it out. If you haven't, stop buying the cloth armor and the 5 health potions, try this out. So here I go, and I start working on the blue. When you're trying to jungle these larger groups of creeps, try to make sure that you are in a position where your AoE spin on your passive is actually going to hit multiple creatures to give you the biggest benefit. The one thing I have learned about playing Nocturne as much as I have is that he succeeds the most whenever he's the most offensive. So that being said, when you're jungling, it's no exception to that rule. As far as masteries and runes, I went 2109, fully offensive, with a little bit passive for the increased buff duration. So this works very, very well with the Stonewall route because you're going to have a fresh blue and a fresh red by the time you enter a lane. And at the same time, on my quints, I'm not running health, and for my yellows, I'm not running the armor. For the yellows, I'm running dodge, and the quints, I'm running attack speed. If you can give yourself extra offensive capability, you're going to come out of the jungle faster and a little bit higher in health than if you were to just sit there and guarantee yourself that you're going to get hit. So the attack speed not only gives you more health back from every auto attack with your Vampiric Scepter, but also reduces the passive cooldown on your, the cooldown on your passive. So give it a try it out. The dodge, I can understand the armor, I understand the safety that you feel, the security blanket that it actually provides you, but there's absolutely no need for it. When you've got the dodge, if you can even get a couple dodges in a late game team fight against a carry, a couple dodges here in the jungle, you're going to come out ahead. It doesn't matter. If you're going to be taking the hits, that small amount of armor now isn't really going to help you. You can survive the entire jungle with the extra attack speed from the quints without a single dodge. At this point in your jungling, you need to decide where you're going to go. Are your top, your middle, and your bottom lanes pushed out sufficiently? Are they going to be okay, or do they need a gank? Did you get a couple lucky dodges? Are you high enough health to even do it? I go ahead and make my way towards bottom. They are kind of being pushed out, and I do have an opportunity for a gank with both buffs. I go ahead and slide on through both of them with my Q, pop my W for one shield block, and I get the fear on Gangplank. Gangplank gets feared, I'm exhausted, Mordekaiser's working on me, I pop my Q through him again. I would have died to Gangplank's poison if I didn't go really quickly and attack a creep, but I did survive. So that puts me at 0-0-2, bottom lane's free to farm as much as they need, and I've pushed myself ahead. Now, when people have asked me for advice on Nocturne, I definitely say that you need to learn your limits, you need to play quite a few games with him. Please note that this game was one that I played, I want to say this was like my 8th game as Nocturne. This was definitely not in the first few games. I had some really, really terrible Nocturne play. You do see that my creep score is ahead of the rest of my team at this point. I did go pick up my Lantern after hitting bottom. I go ahead and ward his red, and I'm going to go ahead and take his double golems out before I head back and buy boots. Warwick was covering mid because mid was forced away. And it actually let me know exactly where he was, and I knew that I had the opportunity to mess up his creeping. So I pick up the double golems, and I go ahead and base back. I pick up my boots, and I start to head bottom because it looks like they're in trouble. So at this point, bottom had pushed Poppy out of lane and forced Shin onto his tower, including Kassadin coming from middle. My ultimate wasn't long enough to actually reach him at this point. Rank 1 of his ultimate's not nearly as far as rank 3, so please keep that in mind when going for the ganks. And also, it's only usable on targets you can see. Kassadin just went over the wall there into the dragon pit, and I couldn't actually see him, and I ended up losing my red buff. The big problem here was that I wanted to get a little bit more offensive. I go ahead and put my tethers on Gangplank, I blow up my W to get a little attack speed from Mordekaiser, who's inevitably going to do an ability on me, but then Kassadin shows back up. He is almost soon, so he's not a threat. I go ahead and get on Gangplank since he does the most damage with his auto attacks, finish him off, lifesteal my way through Kassadin, get through the bushes to dodge the creeps, and I tether back onto Mordekaiser as quickly as I possibly can. I do get the fear and I get the attack bonus from my Q, and do get a triple kill in under 9 minutes of the game. After counter-jungling Warwick a little bit more, I head towards top lane for an overextended Malphite. I make my way towards him, knowing that I've got red buff to slow, so all I need to do is get the fear and block an ability coming in for extra attack speed. I use my Q last just for extra chasing power, because he's going to be within the fear for a few seconds. He ulties on us, and in case he was going to get away, I blew my ultimate. It was probably not necessary, but what good's an ultimate if you never use it? After finishing off Malphite, we realized that we can push the top tower. Although we don't have Olive River warded, we did see that Cass was actually pushed out of lane, so he probably went back to base. You do see the MIA call from Annie here in a second, but that's not a big deal. We are pretty confident at this point. I'm pretty fed. I'm 4-0 and 2, and it's only 11 minutes in. With Jenna's shield, it puts me at 169 attack damage, and we start melting the tower quickly. I did go ahead and drop that ward at red, so you do see Warwick on the minimap looking for his buff right now. That's the buff that I helped kill Malphite with. So, looking for the opportunity to get a gank on Warwick, we thought he was going left, he turned around, he might be going back towards his double golems. Sure enough he is. I go ahead and drop my Q leading him, get the target, pop my W to block his Q coming at me, get a tether on him so he gets feared, and I start working on him. I start chasing him towards the tower, Janna gets a beautiful cyclone, knocking him up out of his ultimate and then onto me, and I get one more auto attack for the kill. So that was beautiful, Janna, absolutely awesome teamwork and gameplay. I'm 5-0 and 2 at this point at 11 minutes and 52 seconds with 73 creep kills. That's not bad. So as we're working on Dragon, I did the bad thing as being a jungler. I did not have a ward on Dragon. I didn't know if they had it warded, but it turns out they did. Malphite starts struggling his way towards us, trying to get to me. I miss my Q, I pop my ultimate to get to him, activate my U-moves Ghostblade, and I do actually get ulted by Warwick. He gets pushed away, I get shielded, and I start working on Kassadin, who's closest. I finish off Kassadin and Malphite, get the double kill, and Poppy chases down Warwick with an Ignite and takes him out. We go ahead and finish off our Dragon here, but I do want to go ahead and say I don't think he's overpowered in these teamfight situations. There was some fantastic teamwork going on here, guys, and absolutely I would have been crushed much sooner than I had been. Oh, also, check out this sweet zoom feature. It actually lets you, tilt the camera down, but if only you could turn that, like the old Dota replays, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it, guys? Alright, so Kassadin's chasing down our Shin here. He was actually ignited. He ghosts and flies away with his taunt. Warwick chases him down. It looks like he's going to get him, but Poppy slams him back into the wall. I'm catching up with my ultimate as fast as I can. Activate the U-move, start get a tether on Warwick, push my Q through all of them, actually take out Warwick, start working on Malphite because he was closest, finish him off, start working on Pirate, finish him off, and actually do take out Kassadin for the quadra kill at 14 minutes and 30 seconds. That puts me at 11-0 and 3. I'm a team player, right? 3 assists? That's what we're after. Yeah. And if anyone can tell me actually how to switch item slots without actually clicking them on accident anymore, it's getting really frustrating with elixirs. I don't know what they did to adjust the coding within the game itself to actually make that difficult, but it used to be you could just move them, and it wasn't a problem, but now I'm activating my U-moves and my elixirs all the time on accident. Anyways, there's a team fight going on up in jungle. I'm not there. You can see the range of my ultimate. I'm just not close enough yet. I go ahead and ult towards Kassadin. I'm trying to get to Malphite, finish him off really quickly with the U-moves. Boom, there it is. I did have the Banshee's Veil, so I did eat Kassadin's E, but it wasn't a big deal. Finish him off. Looks like Warwick, Poppy, and Janna are having fun. I'm just going to leave them alone. I'm going to chase down Mordekaiser, and because I am chasing this deep into their territory, I go ahead and activate my green elixir, so I'm double elixir at this point, and I definitely got my money back. So as we're chasing down Warwick, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick rundown on my item build for this game. I picked up Wriggle's Lantern because it's an amazing staple item for any jungler. It's probably the best item in the game, hands down, guys. It gives you attack damage, lifesteal, armor, the ability to one-shot creeps, and a free ward. How much better can you get for a jungler? Not a whole lot. So after I picked that up, I picked up my boots, then Brutalizer into U-moves, and then a Banshee's Veil. I didn't upgrade my boots because I just didn't have the money. let me take that back. Whoa. I had plenty of money. I had enough money to buy whole items, and I chose to do that instead of picking up this tier 2 boots. I go ahead and kill Steel Warwick there. I try to tether on a Cassidon here when he comes in, but I can't get him. I go ahead and just finish off Pirate, activating my Emus and taking him down with a few auto attacks. So I'll be 100% honest, guys. I realize that this is a pretty heavy stomp, and some people are not going to be such a fan of that. Every now and then you have one of those games, and I don't think I've even posted one in quite a while like this. So, you know, I'm just trying to show the new character's potential. He can be a beast. If you get fed, you need to snowball. You need to take advantage of your lead. Don't let up. Because the biggest problem I've found is you can go through my played record right now, and there's actually a game on there where I had like 26 kills and like 10 deaths, and we still lost the game. No matter how well I did, you just couldn't carry with the character. Take advantage of your lead, try to end games early, and take advantage of any lead you've got whatsoever, and I really think elixirs are strong for helping you do that. Cassidon ported out here, so it looked like there was one outside the base, looks like 3 on the tower. We're just kind of waiting for somebody to mess up. I really do enjoy that this character has a poke with his Q, not only for getting to a champion, but it also allows for lowering of health bars before the team fight goes down. I go ahead and hop on in there, I go ahead and fear on Malphite trying to get him. I blocked his ult with my Banshee's Veil, then my W blocked a Q from Warwick. I ult and I try to get back onto Warwick, and I get a shield and a heal from Janna, and it's just enough to keep me up. I finish off Warwick, I finish off Mordekaiser, and I finish off Gangplank for the second quadra kill of the game. Thank you, Janna. It looks like Cassidon's going to get away, but Poppy has enough mana for one more slam and one more punch to the face, so good job there. Perfect execution from everybody on my team. Beautiful initiation by Shin. And if you're tanking, guys, you need to make sure you're doing that. So there was a 5-0 surrender. At 20 minutes, I was 20-0-4. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please click like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Thank you very much, guys, and this is Veruda. Hopefully I'll see you around.